All right, now let's segue into another topic, Richard. We can discuss about something that you do about mortgage financing. So, what topics which you like to educate investors on about what you do? What's your
Yeah, I think one thing we can touch base on today, I get a lot of questions on is, assets, funds for the down payment, reserves, as well as, just some tips and kind of strategies. So, anytime you purchase a home or refinance, um, you need to have, of course, if you're purchasing the down payment and closing costs, and then you also need to have reserves, right? Reserves is basically money that you need to have in your bank account after closing to show that you have some liquidity in case of an emergency. So typically what a lender is going to ask for, of course, as you all know, is for 2 months of bank statements, right? And where things can get very cumbersome and aggravating for everyone involved is, when you provide those 2 months of bank statements, what a lot of us do as consumers is, we start moving all this money around to put all the money in that one account you plan on using. And it's very important to note that when you provide 2 months of an asset statements to your lender, the lender is going to go through those 2 months of asset statements, and any deposits coming into those accounts, over, let's say, a couple grand, any deposits coming into those accounts need to be sourced and explained, because part of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac mortgage rules are that we need to source and make sure all the money used for the down payment is your own. If not, we need a gift letter, which is not allowed on rentals, by the way. No gifts. But also we need to, paper trail everything as well. So what ends up happening is, you may provide 2 months of statements for, let's say, Bank of America for your down payment. But in those last 2 months, we see transfers from a Wells Fargo account, a Chase account. So at that point, we're going to need 2 months of the statements from the other account, from where that deposit came into that Bank of America account in this example. So we'll reach out to you and say, hey, you know what? We saw some deposits coming in from Wells Fargo. Please send us 2 months of that account. And then what happens from there is you send us 2 months of those Wells Fargo statements, and we see, oh, well, in those 2 months, there was a deposit from E-Trade, from a stock account. So now we need 2 months of your stock account statements. And as you can see, at the end of it, we end up needing, so much paperwork. Not only do we need asset statements for all those accounts, we need to document the transfer as in paper trail everything. So what am I saying here? I've obviously discussed what most people are doing. Let's talk about what you should do in the perfect world, right? If you know you're buying real estate in, a couple months or later in the year, it's very important to make things very easy if you have a specific account that you use for real estate investments. And I'm not saying you're not allowed to transfer funds from your other accounts, the month before you're trying to get a mortgage. You can. But just know you're going to have to document all those transfers. So if you have the ability to transfer all the money from these various accounts, 2-3 months in advance of you trying to apply for the loan, by the time you come to us to get the loan and we ask for 2 months of bank statements, guess what? All we're going to see is the money in there. We're not going to see any deposits. We're not going to see any withdrawals. We're not going to have any questions. And the condition of providing bank statements, you can essentially wash your hands of because it's done. And it makes things a lot easier for everyone involved. So, it's very, very important. Once again, if you're going to buy real estate, if you're going to get a loan, if you want to make things easier on yourself, transfer money around 3 months before. That way, when you come and apply for the loan, you have a clean 2 months of asset statements. It makes things much easier for everyone involved. And then another thing to note too, in terms of those reserves, the requirements can vary depending on how many properties you have and the occupancy of that particular property. But good soft rule of thumb, you need to have roughly 4% of your unpaid balance of your mortgages in terms of reserves. So if you have, 500 grand worth of mortgages, you need to have about $10,000 in reserves. And another really cool thing is your reserve requirement can be completely satisfied by a retirement account. So if you guys have retirement accounts, you don't need any liquid for reserves. That will work in its entirety. So yeah, I think that covers it. We'll do a lot of small segments here and there, kind of mortgage tips. That way we can impart some education to you guys, but also make sure that you have a smoother experience when you're getting loans, whether it be with me or someone else. But hopefully with us, we are licensed pretty much across the country between my team and I, and we do offer primary homes, rental homes, over 10 finance properties, low to no doc loans, pretty much everything you can think of under the sun. So look forward to sharing more of that information with you guys on future webinars as well.
Yep, absolutely. Richard.advani from Supreme Lending, amazing loan broker. So